Hi, I'm Mima. I'm a grandma and a mom, and I am reading a chapter book today called Jansen and the Joke House Mystery. So if you haven't heard the first 5 chapters, you can go back and watch them, and I'll just give you a quick summary right now of what's happening. So Jansen and some of her family members went to this joke house so that her Aunt Molly could try to win a prize, a silver plate. But the silver plate is missing, so they think someone stole it. So Cam and her brother are trying to solve the mystery of who took the silver plate, which is supposed to be the prize. So that's what's happening right now. So chapter 6. I hope you're ready for some knock-knock fun, Gary Gold said. Please welcome Knock-Knock Norm. A young man in an orange jacket that was much too big for him walked onto the stage. He tapped twice into the microphone. Knock, knock. Who's there? People in the audience called out. It's me, Knock-Knock Norm. He tapped again on the microphone. Knock, knock. Who's there? Hatch. Hatch who? People in the audience asked. Please cover your nose when you sneeze. Some people laughed. Eric said, I didn't get it. Mr. Jansen explained, Hatchoo. Sounds like achoo, the noise you make when you sneeze. Knock, knock. Mr. Jansen, Molly, and lots of other people called out, Who's there? This is our chance, Cam whispered. Norm said, Let us. Cam quietly left her seat. Eric followed her. They crawled to where Uncle Sid was sitting. Let us who? Let us in. It's cold out here. Cam and Eric crawled under the table. It's dark here, Eric whispered. Shh, Cam told him. Here's a picture of Cam and Eric. And there's the bag they're looking at. Cam reached into the bag and took out the book with blank pages. She took out the rubber chicken, the coffee cup, cardboard clock, comb, and 2 rubber balls. There's no plate, Cam whispered. No plate, Eric asked. He crawled over to look in the bag. On the way, he touched someone's shoe. Hey, who's under there? Suddenly, several people bent down and looked under the table. What are you doing with my bag? Uncle Sid asked. Cam and Eric sat up and banged their heads on the bottom of the table. Get out of there, Uncle Sid said. Cam and Eric crawled out. Cam told everyone at the table about the missing prize. You thought I took it? Uncle Sid asked. I wouldn't steal that plate. I want to win it. Cam said, It's just that you walked past the small table at the edge of the stage, and your bag is big enough to hide the plate. Uncle Sid said, Lots of people walked past that stage. Look! Someone at one of the other tables said, The police are here. 2 police officers walked through the kitchen door. One was a man with a brown mustache. The other was a woman with curly black hair. They walked past the small table at the edge of the stage. Here's a picture of them walking in. Knock, knock, Norm said quickly. Who's there? Lots of people asked. Donna, Norm answered. Donna arrested me for telling bad jokes. Gary Gold stepped onto the stage. He stood by the microphone and said, Let's hear it for Knock Knock Norm. A few people applauded. The others at the joke house were watching the police officers. Norm went to his seat. There will be a short break in our show, Gary Gold said. Cam looked at the police officers. She looked at Gary Gold. Then she looked at the small table at the edge of the stage. Cam closed her eyes and said, Click. She said, Click again. Eric, Cam said, and opened her eyes. I think I know where to find the missing plate. And that's the end of chapter 6. Okay, do you think Cam has it solved? Okay, well, let's come back to here chapter 7 and see what we can find out. All right, remember, I love you. So come back in here chapter 7.